You wait 4.5 months for a game of hockey, and then two come along at once. A pair of fixtures this weekend, and Sheffield is packed out to see the 11 new faces and 12 returning champions. It's a squad that looks strong on paper and strong on elite prospects. These games tonight and tomorrow will give everyone an early impression of how good they are on the ice. Irvins Mustakovs is back in goal after a 5-year absence, and last year's Swedish contingent worked out so well. Paul Thompson has been out and picked up 4 more. Christopher Bjorklund, Andreas Valdix and Marcus Nielsen on the roster, and Jerry Anderson coaching from the bench. It's been 1,000 years since the Danes invaded England, and this weekend they're back, in friendlier circumstances this time, and in the form of pirates rather than Vikings. Aalborg are a young, talented team, and the only one the Steelers will get to face before their Champions Hockey League campaign begins in Jönköping in 5 days' time. Mosienko win the draw. Franson back with Mosienko. Davien try to turn it inside to Schultz. It'll work out for Franson, who can hit it through a screen just wide. The keeper's out of position, and the Steelers have made them pay. The shot into the crowd, and Kemener lost all sight of it. And the Steelers have the opening goal inside the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's a wild shot from the point there. I think it's Mosey ends up putting it in. Good face-off win, gets it back to the point, pucks to nets. Look like it's the plan early in the season, so pays off there early in the game. Ooh. Ice looks a bit rough down in this end.
Yeah, just took a little bobble over there on the far side. And again, another pass that goes astray. This is Ehlers. He gets no further. Bjorklund, who's made a strong start. Steelers just about get the line change right. Bill Adson's shot, and the Moose's first save. Steelers making a line change as Aalborg begin their breakout. Reddick with the long pass, and it was just a little bit too long. Couldn't find Ehlers. And another pass goes astray. Ratchuk carries it forward.
Another smooth skate. Wow.
Oh, and finished superbly by Nelson. Made by Ratchuk and finished by Nelson. And the Steelers are off to a great start.
That was a great play.
And there's not a lot to shoot at there. Kemener has got that near side covered. It's the only place that Nelson can go.
Oh, he's got a great snapshot. Levi gets it up quick, so that was a very dangerous play.
And now Wah. A little bit more room left wing side. Room very quickly taken away, overmarked. Across. We've got our first penalty, and we got a little bit of rough stuff in the corner. Fretter has dropped the gloves.
Oh, he's ready.
And Lasse Bo Knudsen really wasn't interested.
I don't blame him. Fretz is an animal.
Shot takes a deflection, and Moose is in a little bit of trouble here. He reaches out to get a block on it, and he finally gets it covered up. That was all just a little bit awkward.
Yeah. Even still, I don't know. It looks like he doesn't care that the puck's right by his net, and everybody else is flying back to help, and Moose just looks kind of in control.
It's quite a changed team, this Aalborg side, from last year. They lost in the quarterfinals. All 3 of their top scorers have left. Like 7 of their top 10 scorers no longer with the side.
It's tough to replace.
There's Valdix. Steelers moving it well. This is dangerous.
Nice
round the crease. Oh, and the net comes loose as Bjorklund went across the face of goal.
I think the thing that stands out here is the transition of the Steelers. They're absolutely flying. Get moving the puck up quick through the neutral zone, creating chances every time they come forward.
Fretter. Trying to feed it across to Ratchuk. It will just cross the blue line. Remember, more reactions for you from the Steelers at the end of the second period. Armstrong pays the price with a big hit, and then Ratchuk comes climbing in. And there's a reason that you don't call these games friendlies.
That's a good sign.
It's Mikael Højbjerg at the bottom of the pile. And Overmark who takes the tumble.
That's a good sign. It's a great sign.
Good skating from Korsgaard. Bo Knudsen, shot goes wide, and they'll take a big bounce off the boards. That's a feature of Ice Sheffield. And here comes Fretter. Wow, alongside him. Fretter's doing it all himself, and he draws Kemener into the save, and he's drawn a penalty.
Are they going to go this time? Nope.
Fresh defensive four out for Aalborg. Steelers gain the zone right wing side. Nelson. Franson called for it. Fredriksson had it covered. Rachuk gives it back. Valdic shoots. There's a rebound. There's a tap in, and it's scored. It's easy for Franson, and it's a power play goal for the Steelers.
Good simple play, just getting the puck to the net at the right time. Low to high, it's great.
Björklund. Fitzgerald again. Ambitious pass, and was fairly comfortably intercepted in the end by Korsgaard.
Good chance there.
Korsgaard, shooting chance, taken! The Danes have found something from Lasse Yul Korsgaard.
It's unfortunate, Steelers have played a good game, limiting chances, and just a turnover there and got caught a little bit. Maybe tired legs, I don't know, end of a game. It's a nice play though.
Even when the action ends, don't leave us. We'll have all the post-match reaction for you live here on Steelers TV. Shot from Saric is blocked.
I would go with Björklund or Nielsen too. Solid.
Well, Nielsen's piece of penalty killing is the most impressive aspect of the game.
Yeah. All-round game, I'd say.
Oh, empty net. It's going to go all the way in. I'm not sure if Nielsen got a touch or not. It doesn't matter. The Steelers have a fourth, and they're going to win this game for sure. But it's a performance and a victory that the Sheffield Steelers can be very proud of. They've beaten the Aalborg Pirates by 4 goals to 1.
Good showing. Good game.
So it is Levi Nelson, who is the first Steelers man of the match for the 16-17 season.
Had a good game.
And here we go, the first Eddie of the season. And Levi is an old hand at this now.
Yeah, he loves it.
You can't waste all your tricks in pre-season.
Oh, that's a good one. Should have kept that one.
It's 20 degrees and bright sunshine on a summer's afternoon. What better place to be than indoors watching hockey? Dowd skated a long way out of his path to try and lay a hit, and as a result he was a little bit slow getting out of the offensive zone.
Yeah, I'd say they want to be careful. Dowdy plays his best when he's kind of, well, let's see how it is now. Here we go.
Bo Knudsen is into the defence of Jakobsen, who hit the ice. It was Lasse Bo Knudsen who got involved last night with Colton Fretter when Fretter dropped the gloves. He's still bobbling in a dangerous area. Mosienko is trying to take control, but he won't get it out of the zone. The crowd comes to life. Steelers fans realise their team needs them right now. Jakobsen back to Fredriksson, calling for the one-timer, and it went wide. Reddick didn't really get the contact he was hoping for. It sounded weak. Jakobsen, again the feed, and he got all of that one. Superbly whipped in. It's Quenneville with the go-ahead goal. Schultz waited and waited, and eventually he got his shot in. It was a good one. It's saved again. It's still loose, and it's Mosienko who's denied by Kemener. Phillips with the blast, and there was a screen from Debian, and another kick save.
He was moving the puck really well.
That one's hit off Korsgaard and got behind, and a big hit's going to result in another penalty. And this time it's Jeppe Korsgaard who's going to go. So still 5-on-3 for another 30 seconds. Björklund will carry this one in. Pass is deflected. Will reach its target of Freta. Armstrong. O'Connor. We know he can blast them. And that one's off the shoulder of Kemenair.
Anyone in front now?
War's going to pick this one up from the corner. Panelinborg is stood up. He'll be back in 7 seconds. O'Connor. And he shoots and scores right into that top corner. It's high and it's beyond the reach of Roman Kemenair for a power play equaliser. I don't think Aalborg were aware of that, as we've got a penalty coming in right away. War was taken down. It'll be a power play for the Steelers, but first they're going to try a little bit of 6-on-5. Mustakovs is making his way to the bench. Of course, it's a long way out. Valdix is the extra skater who's come on. Referee Sewell still with his arm in the air. He'll only blow the whistle when Aalborg get control of the puck. Wow, trying to feed it out to Armstrong. He jumps at it and he scores!
Nice play.
Great feed. And a clever finish from an awkward position. Armstrong has beaten Quenberg and the Steelers are in front.
Yeah, they do a good job keeping them under pressure while the extra guy comes out. It's good patience by Waz and good job by Armstrong to get loose there.
Nelson. First time pass is a good one to Dowd. And then inside for Nelson. Stick handling and scoring superbly. Oh, what a finish. What a great team goal. Finished in fine style.
That's exactly what we talked about with that transition. And as soon as it comes back, it's up. It's moved again and it's up again. Don't give a team chance to set up, and that's what happens.
Good skating by Valdix. This is really good. Penetrating, the Steelers are looking menacing. Centering pass from Phillips. Got blocked. Long shot hits to the corner. Valdix reaches it.
This line just be an absolute nightmare to play against.
Valdix.
Don't give up.
Phillips one-timer, save, rebound. There are plenty of black shirts around the crease to deal with that one.
First to the loose puck again.
Mosienko. Dowd onto the forehand and right into that corner. That is a sweet finish after a very hard-working shift.
I don't think you want anyone else there except Dowdy. He knows where it's going to end up if they get that puck back. Right to the slot. It's a great shot.
Jakobsen. Quenville. Reddick. Jakobsen sees his pass blocked by Kirk.
Good job by Kirk, good shift, throwing the body and getting in on the forecheck.
Intercepted by Valdix. Reddick gives him a shove. Valdix goes on, tries the backhand and scores! What a weekend he's had. And what a weekend the Steelers have had. They now lead 5-1.
I know we've mentioned it all weekend about Valdix and how strong he is. It just proves that, hey, he shakes this guy up. It's not easy.
Head coach Brandon Reed, we heard from him earlier. Oh, as the hit is missed by Ratchuk. Going to go in hard on Christensen Anker.
David's strong.
Oh, and David Phillips has gone in for one hit too many.
Oh, here we
Panelinborg
go.
wants a bit of action, so does Ratchuk. But Phillips is happy to take this one on himself.
I find it funny that
And Panelinborg went after Ratchuk, and Ratchuk was having none of it, and Panelinborg is a man in need of a sit down.
it's interesting that the number 17 comes in and looks for Ratchuk rather than Phillips, who actually made the hit. I think maybe thinks there's an easier target.
The final few seconds are ticking away, and the game comes to an end. It's been a feisty one, but it has been a successful one. The Sheffield Steelers have won by 5 goals to 1, and they will lift again the Royal Victoria Holiday Inn Cup. So indeed it is man of the match to Andreas Valdix.
We called it. Absolute right decision.
31 years old from Malmö in Sweden, from a 4th round draft pick of the Washington Capitals. And he's made himself an instant hero here in Sheffield. And he's still got plenty left for the Eddie. Well, we're good at slalom kayaking.
So I'm joined by Andreas Valdix. What were your thoughts on tonight's game after this weekend?
No, it's always good with 2 wins. I think we played okay. I think we can improve of a lot of stuff, but the most important is to win, and we did that, so it was good.
Man of the match tonight and a good Eddie to celebrate. Could you talk us through your performance tonight, and what is it like to play on a line with Robert Dowd and Levi Nelson?
No, but it feels so good so far. We did it good in the practices too, and those 2 guys, like, they can both shoot, they can skate, they can pass, so it feels good to play with those 2 guys.
9-2 aggregate win tonight over the weekend. Is it good preparation going into the Champions Hockey League games?
Yeah, of course. It's good to have 2 games before that, because I think now when we're going to play that team, it's going to be a lot faster. So at first we have to keep 5 guys on the ice, because if we take this much penalties against that team, we're going to lose. So we have to stay on the ice.
Great. All the best for the Champions Hockey League, and thanks for joining us on Steelers TV.
Thank you.
Paul, your thoughts on an opening weekend against Aalborg?
Well, it's 2 good games and a really good, workout for us. And thought yesterday we had most of the game. First period today, Aalborg for the first 15 minutes with a better team, and they look more lively in warm up, maybe. And in warm up, in pre-season, you want to see your team, in different phases and how they react. And I thought second and third period we came back and. And we proved we were the dominant team in the second and third period. But 2 good games, and appreciate Aalborg and their staff and their players coming over, and it's give us that preparation we need for next Thursday.
We all see different things. What did you see from the bench about your team that you liked, that you didn't like early doors?
No, I didn't like the first period because I didn't think we matched their work rate. But once we stepped up the work rate, our skill set took over. And, you don't just win games on skill, and that's why we didn't win the first period. But once we did, and we matched it and improved on it, we were strong. Yep, I like where we are right now. And, I've been asked time and time again who, what, how, what, but I like us. We're a team wins, games, not just individuals. So, and I like the way, we played over the weekend.
It's a short pre-season, isn't it? Just that week, these 2 games before we head off into the Champions Hockey League. The preparation between now and Thursday, I guess.
Well, we'll give them. We've been going pretty strong for 7 days now, so we'll give the boys a day off tomorrow. They need to recoup. Bring them in, maybe have a stretch with them, and we set off, in the early hours of the morning Tuesday, so we got a 12, 14-hour travel day ahead of us. And we get some good food in us once we get to Jönköping, and we practice twice on the Wednesday. We're still, very much just into this. And, and then we'll have a pre-game skate on the Thursday, and we'll take on HV71.
Just talk us through, if you like, your mindset going into those games, those 2 games on the road. What, again, you hope to get out of those 2 games before we come back here and start for...
Well, our eyes are a little wider open this year. We experienced it last year, and we experienced the talent level last year. I think we're in a little bit better shape than we were last year, and these 2 games will have helped us. So we want to go, we want to get results. That's why we're in the competition. We want to get to the next stage of the competition. So we're taking it very, very seriously.
Good weekend, Levi, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was a good couple of games for us. Obviously, it's been a long summer, and a few hard days of training camp and in the gym, and it was just exciting to get back on the ice and get on the ice and just be a team for the first time. And I thought we did real well the last couple of days here.
You've all worked hard in practice, but there's nothing like a game to get going, is there?
Yeah, you could practice as much as you want, much as you can, but when it comes to a game, it's just that much quicker, and I thought we did a real good job the last couple of days and tonight, and we're finding our way.
Paul was very patient in the summer, trying to find a guy who he felt would complement yourself and Dowdy, that had got that instant chemistry, and he seems to have found one, hasn't he, in Andreas Felix?
Yeah, well, he's a great addition. We just seem to hit off right at day one, and obviously it's nice getting a couple points as a line, and more important, it's just about finding each other and working out the kinks. But it's coming together real well, not only us but the three other lines as well, and I think that we're looking good heading in Champions League here.
Yeah. That chemistry is good, isn't it? You get a goal both nights, and Dowdy scores tonight, Andreas scores tonight as well. It's that is important because it breeds confidence, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, confidence is key. If we're heading in the Champions League with a little bit of confidence, and that just helps you and helps the team.
I guess we were all a bit blind this time last year, weren't we? We didn't know what to expect in the Champions League. That year experience, does that help us as we look forward to this week ahead?
Absolutely. I think obviously last year was a learning experience for everyone and the whole organization. This year we know what to expect, and obviously the training staff and the organization did a great job, bringing a team together, and I'm feeling good about ourselves. So I think we got a chance this year, and we're just gonna head into HV71 there and lay it all out there and see what happens.
It's going to be difficult, but it's also going to be very exciting, isn't it? Going to these two big clubs, these two big arenas.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. Every opponent in this Champions League is a good opponent, and it's going to be a great test for us, and not only for us, but British hockey itself.
Mm-hmm. Just finally, great to be back. Great reception here from the fans. It's like you've never been away.
Yeah, it's a good couple of wins for us, and we'll just look to build off that.